Alrighty guys, what is going up? I hope you guys are all having a great and amazing day today. Now in today's episode, we're going to be talking about why I am buying Square stock. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any questions or concerns, go ahead and ask them in the comments down below. Also, if you guys want to learn more about investing in the stock market, I do have a $5 course really explaining how to properly invest in the stock market. So make sure you guys check it out. It'll be the first link down below. So now let's jump into it, roll the intro, let's go. Bam! Now, for those of you that don't know what Square is honestly a variety of things. It's the Cash App. It's a credit card processor for small businesses. It's where you can send money to friends or family that have the Cash App. It's a competitor with Robinhood because you can buy stocks. But at the same time, it's a competitor to Coinbase because you can buy Bitcoin and send Bitcoin. And it's a competitor with brick and mortar banks. And I do think an online bank has a ton of long-term potential, especially one like Square. So it does have a stock value at around $172 per share. And right now I'm going to be investing around $3,000 into this company. And I'm not investing one lump sum. I'm going to be taking $3,000 and over the course of the next 3 months, investing $1,000 per month over the next 3 months. Now the reason why I'm doing this is it's called dollar cost averaging. Now instead of having to worry if Square is overvalued, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna slowly invest money. I'm gonna spread out that monthly payment. So it's gonna get a good overall average price for the 3 months. Because right now Square stock did fall just over 10%. So there's a lot of volatility in the stock, but I still wanna get in on some shares when they could be undervalued. And if they're not undervalued, I'm just gonna lower my average price down, and if the stock goes up, I'm still gonna make money. So it's kind of like a win-win in my opinion. So it does have a market cap around $77 billion. So definitely this is a very, very strong company. This company brings in a lot of money. The third quarter revenue is up around 135%. So right there, that tells you something. Online banking is growing at a very, very rapid rate, which means it's going to be competing with companies that have brick and mortar stores. And that should tell you something. Brick and mortar banks are slowing down compared to online banking, which is growing at a very, very rapid rate. On top of it, brick and mortar banks have more expenses. They have to pay rent, they have to pay employees. Compared to an online bank where you can keep everything all in one center, it's a lot more affordable and there's a lot of benefits as the user or the consumer. On top of it, you can buy and sell stock, which is really, really cool. Or if you're not into stock, you can buy and sell Bitcoin. So it has both things. So the revenue is broken up. Around 62% of all revenue is from the Cash App. And this could be anything from Bitcoin, this could be anything from transfers, or when you leave your money in your Cash App, what they do is they invest it and they offer loans to other people, they offer interest on other products, and it's just kind of a cool little thing. And the other 38% is made from software and hardware that they let small businesses use to allow credit card processing, which is really, really cool because a lot of small businesses, they don't know how to get started in credit card processing. They want a very, very modern look, and that's what kind of Square has. So it's a win-win for both. And of course, they do charge fees to the small businesses, and that's how they make that money. And they do have a margin rate around 4%, which is pretty low in my opinion. Really what this means is for every $100 Square brings in, they only profit $4. Now, if you compare this to a lot of other online banks, this is very, very low. So I do think they can continue to grow their margin. That would be really, really strong if they could do that. Because if you compare it to Visa, Visa has a margin rate at 52%. So for every $100 Visa brings in, they profit $52, which is bonkers. So now let's actually go ahead and turn to the computer, look at support, resistance, and kind of where I see the stock going. Alrighty guys, so we have ticker symbol SQ. So now looking at this chart here, you guys can see this huge sell-off here that was in mid-March. It used to have some old resistance here at around $85 per share. Hit the low here at 32, and kind of once people realized, well, Square is going to benefit from this shutdown. With Square being an online bank and not a brick and mortar bank, Square is going to 100% benefit from it. And that's why the revenue exploded up. With that, the stock price went up with it. Now this stock hit highs at $200 per share. And the thing about this is hundreds and fifties act as very, very strong supports or resistance lines. So with it being the resistance, we got that sell off here. You guys can see it hit that $200 mark. It did break over it $1, but I would still classify that $200 as that overall resistance. Sold off here. And the thing about this is, look, the $150 mark. So we have the hundreds and 50s act as very, very strong supports or resistance. And it just happened that it came in contact with this support line. So it hit that here, bounced up, and now we are getting some temporary sell-off here. Now, I do think this stock could continue to sell off here to around 160. That's where I think it's going to come in contact with this moving average line. If you guys look very, very close, you guys can see this 90 moving average line. Now, the 90 moving average line and the 200 act as the overall support or resistance. So when the stock is above it, like it is up here, it acts as overall support. So you guys can see it came in contact with it once. We got buying pressure. I do think it's going to double tap it again. I really do think that. But overall, we do have an upward trend. And the thing about this is I could definitely see this stock coming in contact with around $240 by mid next year. Now, I understand the price to earnings is pretty high, just over 260. But the thing about that is this is a high growth stock. And so, yes, I'm not putting all of my eggs in one basket. I am diversifying. And I do think it's smart to have a base of ETFs, bonds, or even blue chip stocks to kind of balance this out and use the bonds or ETFs as kind of like a defense in your portfolio, because this stock still carries risk. That's what I want you guys to completely understand. But when I invest into this company, I'm really investing for the long term. I'm not going to check the day-to-day price. I'm going to just let the stock play out. And that's kind of my mindset with it. And the strategy that I am using is dollar cost averaging. So it's not like I have to really worried about buying in overvalued, because I'm just going to let that strategy play out too. So really, guys, this is why I'm investing in Square stock. So that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And if you did, make sure you guys smash that like button. We'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bang.